Diesel's lame again. So yes, Diesel is lame again. I am not as upset about it as I was the last time around because I know the cause and I know that within a few days it will be resolved. So the reason he's lame is I have a whole story. So when I was going to buy Diesel, I had a pre-purchase exam done, as you do, and he got a full clean bill of health. The vet's only comment was that the soles of his feet are thin. It's just genetic. That's just the way he is. He has thin soles. Last year, I had zero problems with it for the majority of the year because he had shoes on. But then around this time last year, I pulled his shoes for winter. He was going to go barefoot for the winter, and all of a sudden he was lame. And the reason he was lame is because he was trimmed too short. My farrier trimmed him too short, and he was sore. I think it was for about a week. He was really sore last year, and that sucked. And ever since then, my farrier knows, okay, we need to keep him a little bit longer than we would like, just so that doesn't happen. Because I couldn't even ride him, like even on soft ground or the soft dirt in the arena, he was even lame on those because he was so just tender-footed. So yeah, my farrier knew that. However, for the last 2 rounds of trims, I've had my backup farrier out here, and I completely forgot to remind him that Diesel needs to be kept a little bit longer. And so that was end of last week. Diesel's lame. So, but it's not as bad. He's walking around here right now. The ground is super soft because we've got some rain. The arena's super soft. He's not lame on those types of ground, but as soon as I put him in the barn with concrete, he walks very tender-footed. Specifically, his right front is very tender, so I can still ride him. I am taking it a little bit easy just to be on the safe side, but he's a little sore. It'll resolve in, I would think by the end of this week he'll be good, but in the meantime just being a little bit careful, I guess, and just need to remind myself, tell the farrier he needs to be kept longer because it's obviously not fair to him. And I'm not going to put shoes on him this time of year because we're going into winter. It's going to be slippery. I'm not doing any showing right now. He doesn't need to be in shoes, so yeah, I feel a little bit bad. I feel a lot bad, actually. But luckily it's not as bad as it was last year, and we're still able to ride. So I was just about to tack up, and I see we've got a lovely open wound here on Diesel. I'm pretty sure he had a scratch in the exact same spot not that long ago. I'm not sure. He's not near barbed wire or anything, so I have no idea where that came from. And just an update on his beautiful braids. So yeah, I braided them 4 days ago, and they've stayed in. So we're just training that mane to stay on this side. I want it all on this side. And if it needs to stay braided like that for however long, that's fine. We don't have any shows until probably next June at this point, so. I don't know if you guys remember a while back, we had our last batch of kitties for the year, and this is one of the 2 kitties. And she's always in here, and I was actually playing with her. She likes the end of my dressage whip, and I was playing with her, and she's always here, but she doesn't have a name. I need a name for her. Kitty! What should we name her? She's got a little white round spot on her chest, and the rest of her is black. And she's super, super fuzzy right now, getting ready for winter. Apparently Diesel likes my dressage whip as well. Yeah, that little end on my dressage whip there, She loved playing with that. Diesel, you're gonna wreck my whip. So yeah, if you guys have name suggestions for this little cutie, put them down in the comments. So growing up, like when I first started riding, my mom would saddle my horse for me because I was too little. But the way she would tie a saddle is she would do the like through here, and down, like tie the latigo. So that's what I always did for a very long time. And then I think I got a saddle where that didn't work, so I would do the pin and then just loop the rest of the latigo through here. With this particular saddle, I've been pinning it and then tying it because I don't want to use my keeper because the keeper starts to look used after you've done that for a while. So I want to know, what do you guys do? Do you just use the pin? Do you tie? Do you do a combination? I know doing the combination is probably overkill, but I'm preferring it that way because then I got this, so it's holding it, and then having the tie here I feel is a bit neater than putting it in the keeper. And plus with this latigo, it's really thin. I've had like leather latigos, it ends up being a lot of bulk here under your leg. So I'm curious to know what you guys do. I'm kind of do what the saddle begs to be done to it kind of deal. But I'm curious to hear what you guys do. Decent ride. He felt like he wanted to lope today, which is kind of a nice change because I feel like he never wants to lope. He's the classic lazy gelding. So when he wants to lope, I'm like, okay, we're gonna take advantage of this and we're gonna lope a lot. So I did not lope him a lot today just because of his foot situation. But yeah, decent ride. For any of you who follow me on social media, so specifically Instagram and Facebook, you might have noticed that I am MIA. I'm recording this on a Monday. This past Saturday, I posted a reel saying I'm saying goodbye for now, and I haven't been on social media since. Simply because I need a break. I've been posting reels on social media for every single day for a very long time now, and I've definitely gotten to the trap of like, a little bit of addiction to social media. Like my screen time wasn't too bad, but it just like almost needing to look at Instagram, like just feeling that pull to look at Instagram, and also getting obsessed with where's my follower count at? How many people are liking my reels? How many people viewed my reels? And that's not healthy. And I don't like feeling like that. So I was like, okay, we just need to completely cut this out for a little bit and then go from there. I have no idea when I will be back on social media. I mean, I would like to come back on at some point. I don't want to completely cut myself off from that side of the world, but for now, I need to be off. Part of all of this is me having to deal with burnout. I have been burnt out for quite some time now, and I'm finally at the point where like, okay, I need real strategies on how to deal with this, or else things are gonna continue to deteriorate and it's not gonna be good. So part of burnout recovery is getting rid of things that stress me out, getting rid of unnecessary things, getting rid of, yeah, just things that aren't helping my recovery. And yeah, getting rid of social media for a while, even if it's just temporary, is one of those things that's going to help me recover. I am planning to still post here on YouTube, obviously. The last little while I've been posting a video Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm thinking that's probably going to slow down a little bit, maybe to 2 times a week, possibly even to once a week. Just again, I need to take time for me. So it's obviously my health takes priority over social media, the internet, YouTube, all those things. So I think I'm gonna do a video on burnout, my experience with burnout. I don't have the solutions because obviously I'm still in this trying to figure it out for myself, but I do want to share my experience, so hopefully maybe people can avoid getting into a situation like I got into, because it's definitely not fun. So there's that. So in case you're wondering why I'm not on social media, that would be why. I stopped podcasting quite a while ago. Just, yeah, because of this whole just feeling overwhelmed. So I would like to start. I've been like, every couple of days, I'm like, oh, I should start the podcast again. And I have to be like, Katrina, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We need to just like focus on the basics right now. And podcasting and like having an active social media account is not the basics. So that's where we're at. Yeah, that's kind of it. Please send a little prayer for Diesel that his feet feel better. I'm sure they'll be better in a few days. It's happened before, so. The wind must be blowing just right, because I can hear the neighbors' goats making noises. And they're like probably at least a mile away from here. Maybe not that far, half a mile away from here. We have interesting neighbors. We've got like Highland cattle, we've got goats, we've got, I don't know, all kinds of things. Life in the country. But anyways, you can follow me everywhere at Strong in the Saddle. And until next time, remember, it's always a good day to ride.